Stop. Seriously, put the credit card down. I know what you're doing. It's December. The holiday deals are flashing everywhere, and you're staring at a 65-inch 4K TV that's 40% off thinking, this is it. This is the steal of the year. But here's the thing. They aren't telling you. That steal might actually be a trap. We are in the single most dangerous time of the year to buy tech. Right now, retailers are desperate. They're panicking. They need to clear out their warehouses because they know what's coming in January at CES. We've seen the leaks. We've seen the supply chain reports. And trust me, for high-end TVs specifically, the jump from 2025 to 2026 isn't just a refresh. It's a generational leap. If you buy the wrong flagship model today, it's going to feel obsolete by the time you pay off your first credit card bill in February. I'm not saying don't buy a TV, I'm saying don't buy blind, because while some of these deals are actually incredible ways to save money, others are just expensive inventory dumps. We've spent the last week combing through panel shipment data, leaked roadmap slides from Korea, and current street prices to figure out the truth. We're going to look at the massive true RGB leak that's scaring the industry, the panel lottery nightmare Samsung is trying to hide, and the one budget TV that is such a good deal, it frankly doesn't matter what happens in 2026. Here is the rule for this video. I'm going to be your firewall. I'm going to tell you exactly which TVs are safe buys right now, where the tech has plateaued and the price is rock bottom, and which ones are do not fly zones, because the 2026 version is going to humiliate them. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the technology that is causing all this panic. You might have heard rumors about QDEL or micro-lens arrays, but the real disruptor coming next year is simpler, and it kills the biggest downside of your current TV.
And to explain why, we have to talk about a TV that everyone loves, but I'm about to tell you to maybe stay the hell away from. You look at a TV like the Sony Bravia 9 and your brain just melts. It's gorgeous. It's hitting 4,000 nits of peak brightness. It's basically a lighthouse in your living room. The reviews are glowing, the tech press loves it, and right now you might see it dropped by $300 or $500 for the holidays. It feels like the ultimate upgrade. But if you care about your money, like actually care about the value of that $3,000, buying this right now is risky. Here is the leak that is keeping me up. The current generation of mini LED TVs, even the expensive ones, mostly rely on blue LEDs coated with yellow phosphor to create white light. They use color filters to make the image. It works, but it limits color volume, basically how bright a color can get before it washes out into white. The 2026 roadmap suggests we are finally getting true RGB mini LED backlights. This isn't a 5% improvement, this is a fundamental shift in how the TV creates color. Think of it like the first year of 4K. If you bought the absolute best 1080p TV right before 4K dropped, you had a great TV for about 6 months. Then you had a dinosaur. If you drop $3,000 on a flagship mini LED today, you are paying an early adopter tax for technology that is about to be refined. Unless you literally live in a glass house and need the sun fighting power today, I would wait. The Bravia 9 Mark II or the next Samsung QN95 are going to make today's models look noticeably desaturated. So if the high-end LED market is a minefield, where do you hide? You hide in the bunker of stability. You buy the LG C4.
I know, it sounds boring. Buy the LG OLED. It's the vanilla ice cream of advice. But listen to the leaks for the 2026 LG C5. We've seen the panel specs. It looks like a minor brightness bump, maybe 10%, a slightly smarter processor. That is it. We have hit the plateau for WOLED technology. This creates a massive opportunity for you because the C5 isn't going to be a revolution. The C4 isn't going to feel obsolete next year. It's going to feel like you got 95% of the performance for 60% of the price. The contrast is infinite. The gaming features, 4K, 144 Hz, G-Sync, are already maxed out for current consoles. If you are a visual purist, stop overthinking it. The C4 is the safe bet of 2025. It's the TV you buy, put in your living room, and never worry about again.
But what if you don't trust OLED? What if you're terrified of burn-in, or you just don't want to baby your TV? And what if you want that premium look, but you refuse to pay premium prices? Well, there is a brand that is currently breaking the market, but there's a catch with their viewing angles that nobody talks about. So, you want a premium TV, but you refuse to pay premium prices. You want a 65-inch screen that sears your retinas with 1,500 nits of brightness, but you only have $700. In 2025, that sounds impossible. But then there's the TCL QM7. I'm going to say something controversial. For 90% of people, this TV makes the $3,000 models look like a scam. It has mini LED backlighting. It has 1,500 local dimming zones. It supports 144 Hz gaming. If you put this next to a TV from 3 years ago, it looks like alien technology.
But here is the Christmas catch. The viewing angles on this panel are strictly one person only. If you have a wide sectional couch, or if you watch sports with a group of friends scattered around the room, the person sitting on the end is going to have a miserable time. It uses a VA panel, which is great for contrast, but terrible for width. But if you sit dead center, it is the single best value product in the entire electronics industry right now. And here's the kicker. The 2026 replacement is rumored to focus on AI processing, not panel specs. So the price of this raw performance might actually go up next year. If you find the 65-inch QM7 under $700, don't wait for 2026. Buy it now. Now, if you're a specs sheet shopper, you're probably screaming. What about Hisense? The Hisense U8N is the muscle car of this group. It's louder, brighter, hitting nearly 3,000 nits in some tests, and it looks ferocious on paper. But raw power isn't everything. We noticed something annoying with the U8N during motion. It struggles with upscaling, taking low-quality cable or YouTube streams and making them look like 4K. If you only watch pristine 4K Blu-rays, it's a beast. But for watching the Thanksgiving Day Parade or old sitcoms, it can look a bit crunchy. It's a race car with a sticky steering wheel. Okay, we need to have a serious talk about Samsung because there is a trap in their lineup right now that is arguably anti-consumer, and if you aren't careful, you are going to spend $1,600 on a lie. This is the Samsung
Still searching for an OLED?
It's supposed to be one of the best TVs of the year.
Experience the wow difference of Samsung OLED. Let's go find out. OLED is well known for its rich black expressions.
Vibrant, it's
Samsung
bright,
OLED
it's
takes a step further to
amazing.
express excellent color and brightness as well as pure blacks. Moreover, Samsung OLED has AI-powered processor.
Lottery. In the US, if you buy the 55, 65, or 77-inch model, you usually
Samsung's
get
advanced
the
NQ4 AI Gen 2
panel.
processor allows AI picture,
But if you buy
AI
a
optimization,
42,
and AI sound,
48, or
and it enables superbly
83
detailed
inch,
and accurate color
you are
representation
getting
in
a
all contrast
standard
levels, making it the world's
OLED
first Pantone-validated
basically
OLED
an
TV.
LG screen, but you're still paying
This is how Samsung OLED expresses
prices.
ultimate picture quality.
And recently,
OLED has
we've
remarkable
seen
slimness.
reports of mixed
Samsung
stock,
OLED has perfected the aesthetic of slimness.
65-inch size in some
Instead of just focusing on slimness, Samsung OLED took a step further with 3D design. Its elegant metal finish and refined style provided flawless design that perfectly matches any interior.
It's messy, it's confusing.
Can such a slim TV have
Frankly,
powerful
for
sound?
Christmas
Samsung
2025,
OLED even provides
you
powerful
shouldn't
sound.
have to do
Through its
homework
virtual
to
top
make
speakers,
sure
you can
you're
experience
not
immersive
getting
3D
ripped
surround sound.
off. Unless
Sounds of
you
moving objects are
physically
reproduced through
verify
OTS
the
Lite.
box in
On
the
top of that,
store,
Q Symphony
I
connects
would
Samsung
skip
soundbar with
the
Samsung
S90.
OLED.
If you must have a Samsung, you look at the flagship, the S95D. This is the matte screen experiment. In a bright room, this is magic. It eats reflections for breakfast. It looks like a digital canvas. But in a dark room, that matte coating scatters light, which means your perfect blacks can look slightly gray if you have a tiny lamp on. Here's the 2026 leak context. Rumors suggest the S95H, the 2026 model, might move back to a glossy screen or a hybrid coating because purists hated the matte look. So if you love the matte look, you actually need to buy this TV now. It might be a collector's item or a relic by next year. Quickfire round, 8K TVs? It is 2025. There is still no 8K content. Do not buy an 8K TV. It is a scam on your wallet. The $200 doorbuster TVs? You know the ones, the brands you've never heard of? Listen, they're fine for a guest bedroom or a garage, but do not put one in your living room. The processors are so slow that by next Christmas, you'll be pressing the Netflix button and waiting 30 seconds for it to load.
So we have the safe bet LG, the value king TCL, the trap Samsung, and the future tech Sony. But which one actually deserves your hard-earned money right now? All right, we've looked at the panel lotteries, the true RGB leaks, and the matte screen experiments. Now, I'm going to make this very simple. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do with your money this December, based on who you are. Category 1, the I just want a great TV buyer. If you have about $1,400 and you want the best picture quality possible without needing a PhD in display tech, buy the LG C4. The 2026 C5 leak confirms it is not a revolutionary upgrade. It's a minor brightness bump. By buying the C4 now, you are getting 95% of the performance for 60% of the price. It's the Toyota Camry of OLEDs. It just works, it looks incredible, and it's safe. Category 2, the Budget King Hunter. If you have $700 or less, do not wait. Buy the TCL QM7. The 2026 leaks for budget TVs are focusing on AI processing, not better panels. That means next year's $700 TV might actually be dimmer than this one. The QM7 is a freak of nature. Grab it before the inventory dries up. Category 3, the flagship dreamer. If you are holding $3,000 and you want the absolute best, do not wait. Do not buy the Sony Bravia 9 or the top-tier Samsung Mini LEDs. The true RGB tech coming in early 2026 is going to change the game for color volume. If you buy a flagship LED today, you are buying the final version of old tech. Hold your fire. Wait for March.